Sent them to, and we all choked down some stuff you wouldn't believe. And we sent them to Senator Schumer, my friend. He refused to bring the bills to the floor of the Senate. Now, that's when he was in the majority. You really think he's going to allow us to vote on a budget when the politics have changed and his politics? If you do, you're Willie Nelson high. You're smoking some of the best dope God ever put breath in. What appropriations process? All we've got left are CRs and rescission packages. And President Trump's not the first president to ever send a rescission package, is he?
No, sir.
A bunch of presidents have, haven't they? And did civilization melt?
They did not.
No, they didn't.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back. Today we break down what happens when a U.S. senator walks into a budget hearing and decides to throw political niceties out the window. You get Senator John Kennedy, fired up, fearless, and absolutely fed up with Washington's dysfunction. In a Senate session that felt more like a courtroom drama than a budget debate, Kennedy dropped truth bombs so heavy they echoed far beyond Capitol Hill. Today, I'm breaking down brutally honest takeaways from that explosive hearing. And trust me, whether you're into politics or just tired of the government wasting your money, you're going to want to hear this. Let's get into it. Kennedy kicked things off by...
Mr. Director, I want to apologize for the protesters, but I can assure you that under congressional rules and the laws in the District of Columbia, they will be promptly punished and put on double secret probation. You'll probably see them back again today. I think the president's demonstrated that he understands that what you allow is what will continue. We seem to have a problem with that concept. I listened to some of my colleagues accuse you of doing everything but abandoning your children to wolves. They accuse you of undermining the sanctity and integrity of the appropriations process. And I'm sitting here thinking, what sanctity? What integrity? What appropriations process? I'm proud to serve on this committee. I watched this committee last year. We passed 11 out of 12 minibuses. Sent them to, and we all choked down some stuff you wouldn't believe. And we sent them to Senator Schumer, my friend. He refused to bring the bills to the floor of the Senate. Now, that's when he was in the majority. You really think he's going to allow us to vote on a budget when the politics have changed and his politics? If you do, you're Willie Nelson high. You're smoking some of the best dope God ever put breath in. What appropriations rescission packages? And President Trump's not the first president to ever send a rescission package, is he?
No, sir.
A bunch of presidents have, haven't they? And did civilization melt?
They did not.
No, they didn't. Now, you want to know how we got $36 trillion in debt? Just listen to this. Let me tell you what it's like. A majority, and not everybody, a majority of this body, they're all for cutting spending porn. They're all for going to heaven, but they're not ready to make the trip. That's how we got to $36 trillion. This stuff about PEPFAR, oh my God, you're going to destroy the world. Now, there's a part of PEPFAR that deals with money for life-saving care, isn't it?
Absolutely.
And there's a part of PEPFAR that you look at it and you want to say, pass me the sick bucket, isn't there?
Yes, sir.
And you're getting rid of the sick bucket stuff.
Yes, sir.
You're getting rid of $5.5 million to lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, and intersex advocacy in Uganda, aren't you?
Yes, sir.
I can't believe we're arguing about this. I can't believe we're arguing about this. PEPFAR, we're not denying life-saving care to anybody, are we?
No. And $10 billion would remain for that funding.
And a couple of my colleagues have made the point, well, this was President Biden. President Biden ate my homework. And these programs have already expired. Some of these are multi-year programs, aren't there?
Yes, multi-year grants.
A global AIDS relief program. While reaffirming support for life-saving aid, he shredded wasteful spending buried in the bill, like $5.5 million for LGBTQ advocacy in Uganda. His message? Focus taxpayer dollars on saving lives, not pushing ideology overseas. Kennedy made it crystal clear, fiscal accountability is not obstruction. Cutting waste isn't partisan, it's just common sense. He questioned why billions are sent abroad for political pet projects while Americans face record inflation and economic hardship. And when he got to public broadcasting, he didn't hold back. Why are we giving money to institutions that push politics instead of public service when we're $36 trillion in debt? That's not just a mic drop. That's a call to action. If you're tired of political theater and want more raw, unfiltered leadership like this, do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button right now. Smash the like button if you think Washington needs a wake-up call. And drop a comment. I want to hear your take on Kennedy's speech. While most lawmakers tiptoe around the truth, Kennedy didn't flinch. He called out the system for what it is, bloated, broken, and out of touch. In a room full of polished sound bites and recycled talking points, Kennedy brought truth, humor, and backbone. He reminded Congress that being in office isn't about scoring points, it's about serving people. His voice wasn't just loud, it was necessary. This wasn't a rant, it was a full-on dismantling of a corrupt system, delivered by a man who's tired of pretending everything's fine when it clearly isn't. Senator John Kennedy didn't show up to play politics, he showed up to lead, with plain talk, real facts, and zero fear. And whether you agree with every word or not, you can't deny this. Washington needs more of that. Thanks for watching. Until next time, stay sharp, stay informed, and don't stop demanding better. Peace.